offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Titans offense set to begin the drive, and they just had that pick six. I guess the only positive maybe of them returning that for a touchdown. This offense right back out onto the field to try to make up for it.
I like that because now it doesn't give them a chance to go to the bench and really settle, to sit there and kind of seethe over the idea that they turned the ball over previously. Right back out there. It's almost like hopping right back on the bike after falling over. See if they can get the ball moving again.
Yeah, we'll see if they can do it here. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. They keep it on the ground. This time it's Miller. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and it'll be 3rd and 10 now. 3rd down. Here's Haskins. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And he'll be stopped at the 27-yard line, well short of the first down marker. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. This is brought in at the 21. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Cards will take over, 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Taylor. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down. 2nd and 5 now. Murray. Throwing left side, it's complete. A big-time play there by the Cardinals. 59 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use the momentum to launch another one.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's maybe going to get this back to the 4, but that's about all. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Murray. And that is caught. Touchdown Cardinals. From 4 yards out as his guys continue to pour it on. Now he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Following the touchdown, here's Marr to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll wind up getting an extra couple yards here for his trouble as he'll bring this one out to the 27. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you got this last drive here. You get the ball to start the 2nd half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up, and then nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Well, it was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
Not wanting to risk another sack, they'll play it safe with a run. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
Set to kick off.
Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is fielded at the goal line. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or two shy of the 30. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And that first half, one to forget really on both sides of the ball. They got to find some way to string something together here, don't they?
Yeah, they're down big right now. So as you mentioned, trying to find something to string together, get some consistency, something sustained, maybe calm their whole team down and find a way to get back in this one.
Yeah, because right now you're down big, you're being shut out. Let's see if this is the drive that kind of kickstarts them. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10.
First downs have not come easy, and neither have runs like this throughout this game.
Absolutely not. He finally felt like, whoa, a sigh of relief. We got something going in the running game. A first down carry for Henry. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair.
We think, Brandon, I like the intensity this defense is showing right here in these first few drives. They're not just holding the line because they're doing their job, but they're doing more than that, aren't they? They're getting a nice push into the offensive backfield.
And a great example right there for the loss on the tackle. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now Haskins, and that is incomplete.
Sometimes it's just not your day. There's another failure right there on third down.
It's fourth down.
Here's Brett Kern now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, boy, he fielded it right on the goal line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Cards are going to have the football with a 1st and 10 deep in their own territory. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They have the lead here. Well, we talk a lot about pregame speeches. What are halftime speeches like?
For the most part, not nearly as emotional. They're a lot more clinical. Every now and then, they'll get after you if they think they need to light a fire. But in this case, let's go into the virtual locker room, because here's what I think happened. They got in there and they said, listen, let's take control right away. Defense, we got the lead. Defense, don't give up any points. Turn the ball back over to the offense and let them go down and score and give us more of a cushion in the game. Check so far. Defense shut them down. Let's see what the offense gets done.
So still backed up, but the situation not as dire now. 1st and 10 at the 14. Here's Taylor, and he'll be taken down at the 18. Tackle made there by Budda Baker.
It's a gain of 5. Brings up
2nd and 5 now. Murray. This one caught by Isabella. And they finally get him, but not before he reaches the 33-yard line. A huge play there for Arizona. 48 yards. So the big play changes the complexion of things. Here's 1st and 10 just outside the 30. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. Flushed out right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Murray. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
And now offensively it's 3rd and 10, and I'm just thinking to myself, actors always say, what's my motivation before a big scene? Right now the play caller's thinking, what have I done before that's worked well that I can go to right now?
Yeah, because they were pretty successful in the first half scoring points. Haven't done anything so far here in the second half. Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And it's a big kick, but now we just, if they leave it short, you're like, whoa, what happened? And that's what we have here.
Yeah, you're right. 20 years ago, we were saying run some more plays and get closer. Now we think they're definitely within range, and you're exactly right. When it comes up short, there has to be something that went wrong because they have plenty of legs.
Again, it's Henry. He'll be taken down at the 48 for a pickup of 2 yards.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
They'll try to run for it with Miller. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that.
Well, they certainly have been able to get him going and establish the run, so I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after him now.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. And they'll indeed go for it with Haskins. And this is caught. He hits Landry. And he's going to have a first down as he's brought down at the 44-yard line. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert.
Double tight, guys, double tight.
On first down, Henry. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Good job there keeping him to a short gain. Of course, he's coming off a really terrific performance, reigning NFC Defensive Player of the Week.
And I know people get caught up in what you're the reigning Defensive Player of the Week. You must have made a bunch of spectacular plays. Like you mixed in a few of those, but most of the plays are just like we saw there. Keep them to short gains, make the fundamental tackle.
And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. And they'll run it from the gun with Miller. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
He continues to struggle to find a crease to break off a big one and might need to just put that aside and just try and ram his way forward and get what he can.
And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. I'm kind of surprised by that they kicked the field goal. I guess you get some points, but this deficit 3rd quarter, I don't know.
Yeah, I don't either. Yeah, I'm with you on that one. When you're down that much, kicking a field goal, does it feel a little bit maybe waving the white flag and just want to get out of here? Yeah, I think you got to go ahead and try and get some bigger points on the board.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive, isn't it? They score here, especially a touchdown. It's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, in fact, you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
They go play action here on 1st down. Flush to his right. He'll run it. He's got, now Murray has it stripped. And that might be Titan football. It is.
I know that taking care of the football is something that's drummed into every guy who plays this position, no matter what, whether he's running it, in the pocket, out of the pocket. but it's almost surprising to me that there aren't more fumbles by that position because of the way that they get attacked on each and every play.
Well, we had the fumble last week. Now here's 2 weeks in a row with a fumble loss.
Concentration has got to be there, and he's got to understand how much time he has to take care of a play, and maybe his clock is off just a little bit.
From just shy of midfield, Haskins escaping the pressure right. That is incomplete. Just nothing there again. He's been sacked multiple times. We've seen the interceptions, of course. He's really been through the ringer, hasn't he?
And what we've seen is a defense that's well coordinated. The front and the back really in sync. The front putting on the pressure, the backside being ball hawks and picking passes off.
Bit of a surprise. They ran it on 3rd and medium. Proved to be the right call. 1st and 10.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. On 2nd and 9, Haskins. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off near the 26. 20. There he goes, right side. And he will score. Touchdown, Cardinals. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And following the pick six, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick six. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. The Titans on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 9. Goes underneath for Henry. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That's a first down pickup for Tennessee on a gain of 10. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. A shotgun handoff now to Miller. Now that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. That backs him up 1 yard and brings up 3rd down. Seems pretty obvious defensively a key was stopping the run game. How have they done it so successfully?
To me, it seems that these guys really did a nice job of paying attention during the scouting report meeting. And you know, Brandon, when they do those, they talk about the top plays that these guys like to run. The best runs for the top running back, those are the ones you focus on and want to take away. And they've done that pretty successfully in this game.
A really nice gain of 25 yards.
Let's give a little credit there. The offensive play caller sensed that the screen pass was available. Whenever you're getting a lot of heavy pressure towards your quarterback, that's when you're thinking about running the screen and using that pressure against the defense. And it worked very well there for a first down.
Haskins looking to throw on 1st down. Wide open receiver complete. They'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. Haskins now, a perfect 8 for 8 to start the second half. Not bad. 1st and 10. They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop them a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage. This will be a 2-yard loss on the play, and that'll make it 2nd and 12.
At the 22-yard line.
I'm coming after you. Check it.
Again, it's Miller. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. Maybe a gain of a yard that time, but from the spot, actually no gain. So 3rd and long. The Titans on 3rd down. They're right at about the league average, 40%, 4 for 10. This is 3rd down and 12. Haskins will throw. And that is incomplete.
Brandon, at least there's one bright side to that incompletion.
What's that?
It wasn't an interception.
Wow. You're a nice guy. That was kind of savage. But correct. No pick, just incomplete that time. And Elliott puts this one through. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup, let him get some time?
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game, and that's always puzzled me a little bit.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing over the middle and into the hands of his receiver, Moore. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on first down.
Mike 54. Mike 54.
Throwing again, Murray. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Super Bowl 49 hero Malcolm Butler. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line. Now they get a 4th quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. 17 yards on that play for the Titans. They keep it with Miller on first down. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. Give them 16 yards there, a Tennessee first down. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with just 19 seconds left on the clock. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Miller will get it. He has been busy today. A short gain here, maybe a yard to the 29.
He's tackled at the 29-yard line. A gain of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 29-yard line.
And a timeout comes in. The whistles blow with 3 seconds remaining. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. From the left hash, this from 46. And the kick here is good, so add 3 to the total, but they're still coming up well short, and that is how this one comes to an end. Well, this one provided some good drama down to the very end. That last kickoff return, for a moment, thought he